Hello and welcome to We Are Fin. From Oliver Wyman now I have David Stewart. David, welcome to We Are Fin.
Good afternoon, good to speak with you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for making time at what is a busy event. I want to talk to you about the MRO industry and the agility they have to respond to the shifting market states very quickly. Recently, obviously, the issue with Thomas Cook, a lot of aircraft on the ground. Does the MRO market have the ability to adapt so quickly to deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of agility and a lot of capacity in the marketplace at the moment. And it kind of depends what you want to do with the planes and who you are. But there's typically time to deal with it. Whether you're talking about aircraft heavy maintenance capacity, sometimes that's a little bit short at the moment, but you could probably find somebody with a little bit of a slot. If you're talking about parts, we're fine. Engine maintenance, that would struggle. If you needed engine work, that you would probably struggle at the moment. So that's tight. But generally speaking, you can find somebody somewhere who will be able to help you out, because the industry, we have a very active AOG business. Planes go wrong, things happen the whole time. So it's attuned to being responsive.
And when we look at, obviously, not just dwelling on Thomas Cook, there's been a few other European carriers that have ended and ceased, as it were.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen a decline in demand for air travel. So what's going on?
Fundamentally, those exits from the market, if you want to call it that, they're down to really fundamentally two things. One is there is too much capacity, or has been over in recent times. So you've had the bigger collapses of Air Berlin, Monarch, and Thomas Cook. You've had a lot of smaller ones. So it's really an adjustment of capacity. There's been too much, so the fares, etc. The one other one that I would sort of suggest is that actually if you've got a wrong business model, which some would argue the charter is a wrong business model, or it's a business model that needs to adapt to compete with the low fare carriers, and some of them just did not adapt quick enough. So those two factors.
And with the MRO industry, how is it keeping pace with the growth of these new, smarter digital aircraft? Can it actually keep up with all this revolutionary design?
That's an interesting question, because clearly digital is like kind of the thing of the moment. You can't go anywhere with some announcement about something digital with these new platforms. But I think in reality, this is very much an evolution and not a revolution. It's if you think about the nature of the fleet, there's 27,000 planes flying around at the moment, of which just 13% are these next generation platforms that enable this smart technology. 10 years' time, it'll still only be 50% of the fleet. So actually, the relative churn of what's happening is quite slow. The opportunity's there, and for sure the industry's it's evolving, but it's still kind of a relatively slow program, and you've got to get it right rather than come out. This is a marathon and not a sprint.
David, thank you.
Thank you.
Great insight there from David Stewart from Oliver Wyman. And for the latest, of course, on everything aviation and aerospace, you'll find it always at wearefin.com.